Have you ever wondered why the best place to tell stories is under the moonlight? With the bonfire at the side burning ever so brightly, as you see the twigs, the stones, and the wood burning so consistently, as you listen with undivided attention to the story being told under the light of the moon. But remember, the moon is just a reflection of the true light, not the SON light, but rather the SUN light. Thus reminding us that all we are just seeing, all we are enjoying in this particular moment are just mere reflections, shadows of the true. Because thus we see that no matter how bright the moon shines, it can never pierce into the darkness of our souls. No matter how much that fire burns at the side, it can never warm us truly from this cold, dark world that we are in, or the amount of stories we receive constantly can never truly be weighty enough to anchor our souls from the 1001 direction that the world is tugging at us, pulling us to. Thus you being like that reed, tossed to and fro incessantly in your search for anchorage. Therefore, betting that insecure, unstable, approval-seeking individual that when we see, we complain about, because truthfully, that is actually you and I that we are seeing right there. That person that we are scared to be, or afraid that we are that person. So we go on bantering, shouting, bickering, going on our tweets, putting up hate speech and all, saying, why are you doing that? But truly you're seeing yourself, you're saying only if this person was truly anchored. Only if this person was truly anchored. But actually you're saying only if you were truly anchored. Because you know, no matter the amount of stories you receive under the light of that moon, it will never be good enough to anchor your heart and soul from the 1001 directions that you're being pulled at incessantly by the news feed. You're looking for anchorage. So truthfully, every single tale under the moonlight is actually a reminder to you that there is more. There is more to that light shining. There is more. There is the true light. There is more to that fire burning which can never warm you up from this cold, dark world that we are in. There is more. There is more to that story you're receiving, because all it's doing is that it's constantly contributing to the directionlessness that we have in this world, pulling us here and there. There is more. Yes. There is the true light, not the SUN light, but rather the SON light, the light that shines and pierces into the darkness of your heart, dispelling it whereby darkness cannot comprehend. There is more than that fire burning. There is the true warmth of His love that no amount of bonfire can give. This love we see in whom we have redemption through His blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the riches of His grace. And there is no amount of water or bad works that we can pour that can quench this fire, or the seeming strange circumstances of rain that can pour down and quench the fire. The warmth we are enjoying from His love. There is more. See, there is more. There is more. And the tale that He gives us, nothing else anchors a man like his story. See, his own story is actually what we call his his story. His story rent the very fabric of time and space. His story is what the entirety of the universe is hinged on, that has held the entire universe for thousands of generations to come. His story is what we are truly yearning for, is what our heart is crying for, is what our soul is longing for, is what our mind is wishing for, but we know we can't find it in any of this. The true anchor that steadies the man and woman in a way no other story can ever do. That's what we are yearning for. That's what we are searching for. And motherhood, remember, the pristine privilege of being a mother is that birthing process of a child into this world. But now see, the story of the anchor is that when you come to Him, when you meet Him, receiving, there is a new birthing, rebirthing process that happens. See, I stand here before you, I'm just 7 years young, but I've never been more nurtured, cared for, steadied, made into more of a man than when I came in contact with this anchor, the true anchor. His name is Christ Jesus. That's who anchors me. That's who holds me. That's who steadies me in a world that keeps on throwing banters and banters all around, that keeps on throwing hate speeches, that keeps on making me try to find out who my true identity is. There's so many bipolar disorders and so many things you're saying. It's actually a world searching and seeking for anchors. And we have found the true anchor. And if right here, right now, you would say in your heart, Lord, I believe. Lord, I believe. You come into this most beautiful anchorage of the Lord, and I can't wait to tell you, to show you much more from the tales of his lovely love letter to me, my brand book, scriptures in which I receive stories after stories on how he has blessed and anchored me in a confused world. Nothing more helps than the anchor of our souls. Nothing more steadies than the anchor of our souls. So the essence of the tales under the moonlight is actually reminding you that there is the true light. The fire is reminding that there is the true ones. The stories is reminding you that it is his story that matters most in this. This is what anchors a man. This is the essence of the tales under the moonlight. Grace and peace, fam.
I am so happy. That was amazing. Wow, thank you.